fear of losing is far greater than the fear of being hurt, and that means that you've very much got to weigh up your opponents to see where they are, and you're wheel to wheel with these guys. If they're in a strong situation, their car is running well, and you're both in a good position, at that point it's like playing high-speed poker. All you can do is try and gauge the profile of your opponent right, and hope that you've hope you come out in front of him.
Alright, hey, what's up everybody? This is Gascally Stamus from Gearworks.com and the E2KG Network podcast channel on YouTube, back with another episode of the Artificial Capers in VR. This is episode number 407. Here tonight I'm donning the HTC Vive. We got a few more pre-flight checks to do here to try and dial in the audio mix. Got about 45 minutes of flight time tonight here in Project Cars 2. This is part one in a 4-part arc. Well, part one of a 2-part arc, really. Because I'll probably do some of the in-between sessions off-stream, just to give my eyes a break. Like I said, I need to check the audio mix and verify that I've got good voiceover commentary coming out in the live stream, and also that the mix balance is decent. Probably going to have to do that a couple times while we're actually in-game to balance for engine noise, because racing games, the in-game audio tends to be a little bit louder. So let me get those checks done and we'll be started here pretty quickly. And for anybody viewing the live stream, as always in a VR episode, chat is disabled while I'm under the visor because I can't see and interact with the chat anyway. So just hang out, have a good time, hit me up in the comments on this video or another, or shoot me a note or whatever on YouTube and let me know if you got any feedback. Thanks. Okay, so in-game audio sounds pretty decent. I tried dialing down my voice just a tad. Like I said, I'm going to have to check again for engine noise, but I'm going to go ahead and get under the visor and hopefully get started here if everything is 5x5. Ruh-roh. I don't know quite what happened there. I don't know why this is doing that. Yeah, this has already been set up. We know that. Why did it bounce me out of the game? So yeah, I don't know why the game, which was already running, dumped. So hopefully we'll get it back here shortly. I was just commenting the other day how the Vive is my more stable and reliable VR headset. And then, of course, we get this Gitchy Yaya here. I'm actually done with Windows Mixed Reality, unless I have problems with this thing tonight. Flippin' A. I think what it did when it bounced the Vive headset, it rerouted flippin' audio. Ooh. Great. And I don't know why Oculus comes up and seems to try and take over the thing either. Frack. So now I can't seem to get audio routed. Probably gonna have to restart here. Alright, I'm going to try and launch the game from inside the visor, and hopefully audio will behave a little bit better in that way. Yeah, just play the game. So if you are happening to drop by the live stream, I do appreciate you swinging by. I apologize that we're having these problems. VR is a finicky beast. Alright, so it seems like we've got success here. Alright, now the good news is ooh, I hate the blinky eye thing. Where is this? Knock Hill. Still kind of trying to work out with the Vive exactly how to fit it. I get a little more. Whoa. Okay. So I'm pretty high in the cockpit. I will say one thing that I do like about this is it does really handle seat resetting. I do wish it just had a reset, so I don't really know like where I'm supposed to be in the car. I also wish that when you hit the buttons it would I think that's pretty good, because I feel like the seat height should be up just a tad. Alright. Hopefully the mirrors retain the settings from yesterday, as well as the controls. I have this thing set so it just goes straight to the race. Oh, crap. Oh, nice. HUD symbology is right in my face, which really wasn't my plan. Ooh. Well, that seemed to work out okay. Forgot how horrible I am in the rain in this game too, and I have not gotten so much as a practice lap in position 7. These cars are squirrely as all get out too, to the point where even when you're looking at the racing line, you can still be in a bit of extremis. Come on with the outside pass. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! He pushed me off just a little bit. I probably overreacted a tad. I wound up going off where that other guy went off last round. Staying a little more competitive when I'm coming out of the turn, as far as being right on this guy. Ugh. Headset fit feels a lot better tonight. I'm getting a less fuzzy walk off, which is the term I use for just how obscure the image gets inside the headset when it is not exactly on the right interpupillary distance. I really got to figure that out. Right now, unfortunately, no. Don't try and slip down the left side there, bud. Now, one of the things I don't like about the AI in this game is it seems like they can slip by you with just like an inch of distance between you and the wall. So I made the pass to get ahead to 6th. Should have been able to. Not really hearing the race engineer that well. Hopefully the audio mix balance isn't all over the place on this thing. In the live stream. Ooh. A little wonky there. Again, I do apologize for chat being disabled, but like I said, in a VR live stream when I'm under the visor. I took it too wide. Yeah, I got it way too wide on that. So getting the HUD right in this game is a bit of a pain. All of these panels move individually. But I am going to have to take a sec here.
4 minutes remaining.
Ooh, there's an aggressive push there. Don't lock the tires up. Flippin' A. That could be the whole race for you right there. An 8th. Now I'm going to have to push really hard. I don't like this race format either, where it's a countdown. It's not just pure laps. The physics and the weather conditions and everything in this game are pretty amazing. I was just fine with the modeling in Project Cars, but a lot of people apparently complained about the physics engine and some of the controls. I did try and jump into this with my Xbox One or Xbox 360 wireless controller, and that did not work well at all. That's what I mean by that racing line, just being a little misleading in how compliant you are with the race line. Ooh. Yeah, you may as well start that over. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to also change. Well, what I really need to do is, change the HUD. Okay, so I'm not getting my cursor at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's not a problem. Rear view windshield is a little bit. Okay, well that's positioned over where it's not doing me any good. I guess we'll leave that there. Hold on, let's see. Nope. Move it down a little bit. Now, I need this rear view mirror thing. I don't know why this even... I'll put that there. This panel. No. So this thing. Relative times. Isn't that what's up there? I don't even know what that is. This is the thing I need to move. I do need this within visible range, but I don't need it right in front of my face like that. I guess I'll try and put it up here so it doesn't block my rear view mirror view. Alright. It's probably all sorts of jacked up, but we'll just save it. And I'm going to need to do a session restart. Alright, I'm going to check to see what the audio mix has been doing. Just because I don't want that to go on too long if it's off. Give me a second here. Alright, so from what I can tell, the audio mix balance actually sounds okay. So we'll just go ahead and keep going from here. Hope Hopefully seat height and everything still looks okay. I didn't realize, one thing I didn't realize is, so I'm inside the visor adjusting where the HUD panels are, like the speedometer and all that stuff. I didn't realize, I just realized, oh, whew! When I was checking the audio mix balance on the live stream, that you guys are all still seeing the HUD panels in the regular position they are in the 2D gaming mode, so it makes no difference to you where I'm moving these things. Okay, we're back in 7th, where I ran the whole race last time. So what I'm seeing inside the visor is I have a virtual rear view mirror and speedometer and all those things on the HUD panel. I can actually move around so that they're in different positions in the HUD than they are in the 2D cockpit. So one of the things that was problematic is in the default, some of these HUD panels, I guess what I would call in a flight sim MFDs, wound up right in front of my face, like in between me and the windshield and the track. Create a bit of a problem. Let's see if I can slip down the... Oh! Well, good thing I have damage bombling off. That wasn't intentional. Gonna have to give myself a little room to learn the game here. So I have played a good chunk of Project Cars. I have Project Cars 2 on PS4. Ah, flippin' A! Great. Alright, well, we're back in 7th, down to 8th. May have to rerun this again to get a decent position. I gotta get used to the fact that some of these corners you have to come out of at about half throttle and you can't just wail away on it. This visor is a little tighter on my face than the Rift S is. So at times, if I had blocked him back out,
5 minutes to go.
I would have held on to that position. Seems like drafting does nothing on this game. But there are times when it feels like well, not feels, but between the visor and my glasses are pressed right up against my eyeballs, which is not really great. So yeah, I did a ton of laps in Project Cars in my Windows Mixed Reality headset between last year and now, and I was actually supposed to be playing on Windows Mixed Reality, but I tried to get it going last night, and I got that infuriating thing of the blasted controllers would not connect to Bluetooth, and actually wound up just running out of time to get a live stream in last night. It was really infuriating. And I just gave up on it. And typical, that's not atypical, is when I have a piece of equipment that causes me to miss a stream, I'm just like, why am I using this thing? And that goes for both gaming peripherals and studio equipment. More so for studio equipment. Fuck! Oh, we're going to be running this again. What am I down in position 9? Flippin' A. You're going to learn your lesson about that corner eventually. The problem with this visor, with the suspension band, retention mechanism is that if you loosen the band, then the visor drops in its vertical height to where my eyes are, and then I get into that fuzzy image place. Ah, crap! No. Get off! It's really weird how I have to apex that turn. The other thing I don't like is for these cars to all be... I'm probably going to get a... well, I actually turned the penalties off because they are ridiculous. The judge is ridiculous about, like, judging when one of these cars hits me versus when I hit them. Now, I was definitely in the wrong there a little bit. I've read on the forums a lot of the times what people do will turn the league penalties off and kind of self-regulate themselves and give up a position, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Because it's late and I've been watching a ton of E3 coverage and I just want to make up the game time that I missed last night due to the crappy Windows mixed reality headset, and if I wind up rubbing some paint, it's not intentional and I'll get over it. Now the Vive is not as sharp as the Rift S. I was kind of hoping, because even though the Vive is a Gen 1 headset and the Rift S is like a 1.5, I had been hoping to see some market improvement between my Acer AH101 and the Vive, particularly in the step up from Project Cars to Project Cars 2. That has not really proven to be the case. Things are a little bit better, but not great. It could be that Project Cars 2 still just isn't really a great VR game in terms of image quality. It could also be that the Rift S has a few more hooks and mechanical levers and dials and stuff that I can monkey with to get the IPD correct, the interpupillary distance, to line myself up more perfectly within the visor, which seems to still be a problem here with the Vive for me. As I'm settling into the game, it's still proven to be a ton of fun, though. Again, part of the thing is I just don't like this class of car and racing league that I'm in, and this is the same one that it turns out I'm playing in my Project Cars career.
5 minutes remaining.
Like I said, that cornering racing, so I have the racing line turned on just for cornering. It's still doing me wrong sometimes in the SA degree of situational awareness that it's giving me. I am playing with my with an Xbox One controller because this is not a dedicated. This is just my like VR. So I have like VR proficiency sessions that I have scheduled like 4 times a month just to keep me hooking up the headset periodically and playing in VR, so I don't totally get too, so it's not too long between me being in the headset and whatnot, versus when I actually, versus when VR is like my actual designated platform that I want to be playing on. This is kind of like a proficiency session, and so...
Okay, mate, be patient now. You will cause an error, so let's just wait for it to make a mistake.
Didn't really warrant hooking up my Logitech Ferrari